Okay, it's also Gabby.
Hi, I'm Katie, and I was born and raised in the big city. We were fed up with all the crowds, congestion, and disassociation that comes from being a city folk. My husband and I finally made up our mind that we had enough of the traffic and pollution and made our way out to the high country. This was our view then. And this is our view now from our front door. And this. Wide open skies and clean air. We are learning to grow as much of our own food as possible and raise our own meat. And we're also teaching our kids where our food comes from and to respect the animals who feed us. The purpose of this blog is to share our journey to self-reliance, our mistakes along the way, and our triumphs. If you like what you see here, you can also visit us on Facebook, YouTube, or you can send your questions to tinyseeds4a brightfuture@gmail.com. Thanks for stopping by. I thought I would just chat for a while since I'm sitting here playing in the dirt. Now usually I would do this outside, but it's windy today. I've been feeling kind of under the weather, so I brought all this mess inside. So needless to say, this is going to be a huge mess, but I don't care because we're moving anyway. And I'm going to have to do a deep clean here in a couple of days. These are cucumbers. I'm taking them out of the cells to repot them into bigger, these little cups instead. So that's what we're doing today. So the cucumbers out of the little cells and put them in these cups because they're getting too big. So I really just have a few more to do. And in all of this confusion of everything that's going on with the move and with the chicks, trying to get the chicks comfortable and safe and warm, trying to do the seedlings without actually having anywhere to put them because, like I said, we're moving. So I have that aquarium that the chicks were living in, and now they're in the brooder, the bigger pen, or the grow-up pen, I should say. So I'm thinking of using that aquarium. I'm going to put the glass top over the aquarium, so that'll keep these guys warm out there. This one used to be a little, whoops, what a mess. Used to have a little leaves on it, but my cat came over and ate them off. He has been banned from that room ever since. But at least he got his vegetables for the day. I believe these are cucumbers. Well, we'll find out. If they turn out to be sunflowers, I'll be very surprised. I like surprises. So, everybody's kind of in a turmoil right now. I would have had another video out already, but just things have been going on with the house. The lady who sold us the house the other day called up and said we're not doing it fast enough and that she's going to rip us off of the money that we paid if we didn't get it out of there. So that on top of the fact that my husband and I have been sick this week, so he had taken some days off because of his illness and had to go out there and work on the house in the wind, in the cold wind. And that's what he's doing right now. He's putting the wheels on the axles for the move tomorrow. The mobile home mover will be here tomorrow, and it will be driven over to the spot where we are leasing some land. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'm leasing some land from these people in a nearby town. It's a ranch town, and they have a sheep farm. It's hair sheep, not the wool, but the hair sheep, and they raise them for meat. Well, they have this big ranch out there, and there's a little tiny corner of it in the front near the road, and it's all set up for a mobile home. They had somebody there before, and they had sold their trailer and moved out. So they, and it's a really remote little area too. So they put a little sign out there. There's a little fence in front by the road, and it has a little wooden foot fence, and it has a sign that says, lambs for sale, eggs for sale, lot for rent. And by I don't know what kind of chances, my husband happened to be driving by on one of his routes, and he saw it about 2 days after we decided to buy that mobile home. We didn't have any idea where we were going to move the mobile home. We just knew that we were going to find something, and we were going to buy it, and we were going to move it and get out of this house. So that worked out pretty good. Anyway, we're moving the house tomorrow. It'll be on the lot, set up. It might take a little while to get it all set up, because the lady who's selling us the mobile home expects us to demolish the old trailer that was attached to it, and do clean it all up, all that waste from demolishing it and separating the homes. My husband is in charge of or responsible for. And we're just not working fast enough for her, and I think she should get out there and help him, because she has no idea how hard of work that is. And he has to work all day at his regular job, and then go over there after work, and then work on the weekends doing this. So he has had absolutely no time off, and been working 12 hours a day for it's over a month now. And even though I'm in a hurry to get out of here, I know he's doing his best. But anyway, I regress. Why I brought up this in the first place is that my husband was putting around outside, and he was getting ready to leave, and I went to do some laundry, came back, and he says, "Look what I did for you." And he put all these plants out in the aquarium. I have some more still out there. He put them all out there, and he got the glass door on top, and he watered them first, which is great. I didn't want to criticize him, but but these ones over here I wanted to replant today, because they're getting too big for these. And it's easier to replant them when they're a little bit dry. When they're soggy wet, it's really hard to get them out of, especially these little tiny cells. They're really not easy to get out. So I kind of like them to be a little on the dry side, and then they pop out really easy. So when I pop these out, they're kind of like just falling apart. So I'm hoping I'm not hurting anybody here, but oh well, we'll see. Every day is an adventure around here. Every day is an experiment too, what I should say is, because you never know what's going to happen. You never really know what happens. What works one year doesn't necessarily work the next year. Case in point, the cauliflower, I grew some last year, and I had all kinds of them, and this year, the same seed, well, it's new. I didn't use the old ones from last year. Same breed and type, or whatever they call it, same company. And I got one out of all 20 that I planted, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong, or I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to do them too soon. Well, that's all there is for today, or right now, I guess. I'm going to do a little update on the chicks, because I have them out there in the brooder, or in the grow-out pen. and they have really grown. They're getting their feathers in. My Polish, golden Polish, he's got a nice fro going on. And my cat really likes that one. He goes over there and stares at it all day long, just stares at it. If he ever gets a chance, I think he's going to go after that one because he thinks that is the most weirdest creature he's ever seen in his life, and he wants to play with it. I don't think he would kill them though. I think that he knows those are mom's chickens, and he doesn't understand why. Why on earth anyone would want chickens if you're not going to eat them? But he's just going along with what mom says, and he's obeying me and saying, okay, you're the mom. I'll listen to you. I don't understand why I'm listening to you, because you're seriously misinformed about what chickens are for. And he kind of looks at me disgusted sometimes, and that's just the way it is. He's just going to get over it. He is a very good cat, though. I'm really happy with that cat. We've only had him about a week longer than we've had the chickens. A neighbor was looking for a home for him. He was abandoned. And he's a very smart cat, and he listens and doesn't always like what he's hearing, but he listens. So. Anyway, maybe later on today I'll go out in the sun and do a little bit of video, an update on the chickens. Maybe I won't even include it on this one, maybe it'll be the next one. So, until then, I'll see you soon. Thanks for stopping by.